coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Yay, bang, Appreciate the support, man. We out here, man, pushing this positive energy, man, 24/7, 365. TBP Nation, stand up. Big love to all of y'all, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate my homeboy for this merch, man. Be aware. You understand? This is what we got to be all the time. Salute, man. Let's go. We're on the road to 110K. 150. We got the next meet and greet. The first one was a ball. The next one is going to be an extravaganza. You heard me? So, man, let's go lock in, man. Check your subscriptions. They've been unsubscribing people. I appreciate you all, man. Salute to all my subscribers, all my members. TBP Nation, stand up. We out here, baby. Listen, man. It's one of the tricks that happens to young people when they come to the penitentiary, man. They get tricked, man. Sometimes they lose their life behind, you know, getting bad advice. You dig? I tell y'all all the time, misinformed people, right? So when you come to the penitentiary, man, and you young and you ain't never been in the penitentiary before, man, there's a lot of misinformation that's going to be given to you. It's going to be your job to decipher that information, man. And I can remember this incident, man, like it was yesterday, man, because these young dudes ain't know nothing. Both of them probably between 19 and 21, right? So you talking about between 19 and 21, and these dudes got X amount of time, man. I heard both of them had over 20 years. That's a lot of time, man. You know, under the new law, 20 years is a lot of time, man. You got to do 85% of that. So you still talking about 17, 18 years. That's a lot of time out of your life, especially at a young age when you barely are that age, right? So the one dude he had been in the par for about a month or two, you know, and you can see he young, he nervous, pervious. He don't really know what's going on, but he trying to fit in, and he hanging with a bunch of dudes that's maybe a little bit older than him that ain't even been in the penitentiary themselves 3-4 years, so they don't know nothing neither. Green as a pool table 4 times square. And another little young dude, he comes in the block. They put him in the cell with him. So now you got 2 youngins in the cell together, but both of them from different sides. You know what I'm saying? One of them from the Richmond side, one of them from the Tidewater side. So they in the cell together. When you in the cell with somebody, you got to coexist, brother. That's the only way that you gonna do it. They gonna put you in the cell with whoever they want you to be in the cell with. You gonna have to figure out a way, both of y'all in that cell together, to get along. Or either y'all gonna have to get it on, or somebody gonna get gone. Them the only options you got with a cell party. Get along, get it on, or get gone. You understand? That's it. So they get in there. Obviously, they ain't really rocking with each other. Their vibe don't click there, you know what I'm saying? And you can see it. You can see the tension. And then just like everything else, the whispers get to spilling out in the pod. Why? Because one of them coming out here telling his homeboy something. The other one's going out there telling their homeboy something, which is, you know, that's just bad business in the penitentiary. See, these are rules that they don't even understand yet, because what goes on in your cell should be handled in your cell, should be talked to each other in your cell. It should not spill out into the pod, because why? When it spill out into the pod, then other dudes is whispering, other dudes get in your ear, other opinions get, you know what I'm saying, put out there. And you always got the jokers that's always going to tell them, well, I would, man, this is what I do this. You ain't going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you had those dudes that do that. And when you young and you impressionable and you don't know nothing and you thinking that these dudes know what they talking about, man, this stuff can lead to your demise, right? So I guess the dude from Tidewater, people is telling him that, man, go ahead, bang them out in there. You know what I'm saying? Bang them out. You know what I'm saying? Give them the business. Both of them little, like string beans, because they're young. They've been out there on the street playing video games and Madden and smoking weed and doing whatever else, probably popping pills and all of this foolishness. Ain't did a push-up in their life, ain't been in no gym, ain't played no sports, ain't, you know, football, basketball, nothing growing up. When I grew up, that's what we did. That's why we grew up athletic. not this generation. They growing up, man, on weed and video games and cell phones. So it's different. So, like I say, both of them like a stream bean. Okay, so I guess, the Richmond homeboys is telling him, man, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that. Man, you better watch them. You better watch them in that cell, man. Don't let them do nothing to you, man. You got 20-some years, man. You going to have to set the pace. You going to have to set the example, man. Off top, man. Don't let nobody do nothing to you, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You need one of them knives. You know what I'm saying? If you get out of hand, if you don't think you can whoop them, man, you poke them. You know what I'm saying? Poke them. I mean, what they gonna do to you? You got 20 years, you got 20-something years. That's bad advice, right? But this the advice you might get when you go in there. Depends on who you around. You dig? So they telling him this. So evidently, they in his ear. So they still got to go in these cells together every count. You know what I'm saying? Where ain't nobody in there giving you advice. It's just you and him, mano a mano. That's how it's gonna be in the penitentiary. Anybody can tell you anything, and anybody can say they're going to ride with you. Anybody can say, man, they on your team, or you, even if you in a gang, you this, you that. All of that is good and dandy. When you locked in that cell, ain't nobody in there but you and them. Ain't nobody in there but you and them. And also, when you bust a move or you do something, ain't nobody going to pay for it. Ain't nobody going to feel the pain. Ain't nobody gonna take the blows. Ain't nobody gonna take the charge. Ain't nobody gonna take the penalty but you. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, you the one that got to make that decision. They ain't at that stage yet. They listening to everybody else because they think everybody else know what they talking about their life. You know what I'm saying? So, one of the jokers evidently done told old boy from Richmond, man, I'm going to get you one of them bangers. They was calling them bangers back then. I call it the Bethlehem. You understand? Ain't no banger. We going big boy style. You got to go hard or stay at home. You did? So they tell them they going to get him a banger, right? Because they say they heard old boy supposed to be getting a banger for him. But yet y'all going in the cell together every day and y'all ain't saying nothing to each other. Y'all walking around there mean mugging each other in an 8x10 cell, man. You know what I'm saying? It would have behooved both of them to just go ahead on one of them move, or either just go ahead and get it in. You know what I'm saying? Rumble it. Whoever lose, get up out the cell. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no whole lot to that. That way, you know what I'm saying, it's man to man. People see that you standing up for yourself. They see you ain't scared. See that you will fight. And dudes going to respect that. But when you going whispering to somebody else and whispering to your people, then it just look like both of y'all scared, or one of them scared and the other one glad of it. You understand? But they can't see that. So older dudes in the pod can see the whole situation unfolding. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Evidently the dude from Richmond, he done copped this little banger. You know what I'm saying? And that banger, or that Bethlehem, or whatever you want to call it, the speed, you know what I'm saying, the knife, you know what I'm saying, the shank, whatever you want to call it. If you get that in your hand, it's the equivalent to, I guess, what a dude do on the street when he got that pistol. You know how you see these little tiny dudes on the street and they walking around with the little pistol on their hip and they acting like they all tough and everything and might bump into a big, because they got a pistol. It gives them a false sense of courage, man, a false sense of bravado. And it's the same thing when you get that joint in your hand. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he went in the cell now. He more so popping his, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If anybody gonna move, you can move. Nah, I ain't moving nowhere neither. I mean, whatever. So they going through that stage. So they leave out. They come out for the count. So when they go in for the next count, the 4 o'clock count, they in there, I guess they get the popping, running their mouth, and then here you go, the ears in the cornfield. One of them holler out to one of the dudes from Richmond, holler out, man, get that sucker the business, man. Don't keep arguing with him, man. Give him the business. You know what I'm saying? So when he holler that out, somebody from town would say, hey, young, be on your square, man. Be on your square. So, dudes is coaching these dudes because they in the cell. They promoting. This is what happened in the penitentiary. They promoting violence. They promoting death. You dig? Because why? They ain't involved. They ain't doing it themselves. If they had a problem with their cell partner, they be in there trying to work it out and talk it out. But yet they telling these youngins to do this and that. So, man, next thing you know, they arguing. You heard it get a little louder. And then next thing you know, you heard, boom, boom, boom. They bouncing all up against the door. And then dudes is hollering, get him, shouting. Get him, shouting. Man, get him, man. Hey, you all right down there? You all right? Get him. Man, they hollering and screaming in there, man. Both of them, man. Youngins too, man. It's crazy. They hollering and screaming, making all that noise, draw the heat. You know what I'm saying? The heat is the police. Police come running over to the booth looking, trying to see what's going on, trying to pinpoint where the noise is coming from. And I guess they bump up against the door because they in there scrapping. You know what I'm saying? And she can see the back because we got the slat like this. So she can see their back bump up against the door and pinpoint where the noise is coming from. And she called the people. You know what I'm saying? When she called the people, man, everybody in there said, man, the people coming, man. Y'all better get it. Man, the people coming. You heard both of them now. They kind of quiet. So everybody thinking they, you know what I'm saying, they just done calm down. So dudes is like, yeah, the people coming, man. Hey, man. Hey, Shorty, get rid of that Joe. Flush that Joe, man. The people coming. Everybody hollering, trying to give advice now. So the people come running in there 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20 deep. Man, they run up to the cell, man. You can see their reaction when they get to the cell. They get to the cell. They like, oh, man. Hey, oh, man, call medical, man. Call medical. So they tell them to call medical. You can see every police, they get up there like they moving dudes out the way and looking in there. They like, oh, man. Man, these two jokers and got in there listening to dummies. You know what I'm saying? Crash dummies. Done told them to do this and do that. They ain't never been in these type of situations before. They ain't never been, you know, in that type of mortal combat, especially nothing that's life and death, obviously. And then they stabbed each other up so bad, man, both of them laying on the floor bleeding out. Both of them laying on the floor bleeding out, man, unconscious. Ain't now one of them moving because they just going wild and hitting each other, boom, boom, and hollering and screaming, listening to other people, and both of them done almost killed each other, bro. Both of them, man, both of them jokers had to get medevaced up out of this piece. They had to get medevaced up out of them piece, man. Both of them jokers went to the hospital, man, and had life-threatening injuries. Listening to them, man. And dudes just sitting up in there, man, and acting like woo-da-woo-da-woo. So, man, when they get them up out of there, man, this took all the rest of the night. We ain't come back out. We didn't come back out the next day, and we came out probably like 2.5 days before we came out. You know what I'm saying? Now you got all the dudes arguing back and forth. Then you got the police coming back saying, man, them dudes, man, hey, man, they ain't looking good for neither one of them, man. Both of them, you know, they might check out, man. You know, like these dudes is literally then almost killed each other. So now you got dudes from Richmond beefing with the dudes from Tidewater, like, man, yeah, y'all put them up to that. Oh, no, y'all put them. And you know, and then it's a whole nother thing. So now you got the floor officer. He hearing all of this. He probably going back to the watch commander, telling the watch commander like it's tension. That's why we end up staying there for 2 days, 2.5 days. You know what I'm saying? Then what happened? What do you think happened when we came out? You think when we come out, then now Shorty done got hurt, he done got hurt, they gonna come out and they gonna get the scrapping and it's gonna be a war in there. Man, they came out, they ain't did nothing. Walk around, drinking their coffee, going to the microwave, acting like it ain't nothing done popped off, acting like these two little young dudes ain't almost lose their life listening to y'all idiots. You know what I'm saying? Listening to y'all idiots. So it's crazy, but they walk around, a little tension, but don't nobody do nothing, don't nobody say nothing. That's a lesson right there for you. See, people gonna always tell you to do some stuff that you ain't gonna do. They not gonna do it themselves, but they'll put a battery in your back and get you to lose your life, man. And or if one of them would have had the knife and the other one wouldn't have had the knife and he would have stabbed him up and killed them, then he would have been facing the death penalty and or the rest of his life in prison. See what I'm saying? He done turned 20 years into the forever listening to somebody else. So that's one of the elements of coming into prison, man, and not knowing things and not knowing what's going on. If you start to take advice, you got to pay attention who you get that advice from. And you can't just jump head first into doing something that you don't know nothing about. Man, you picking up a knife, man. Anytime you pick up a knife, it don't matter what it's big, small, whatever the case may be. Man, you got to be willing to take a life. And in order for you to be willing to take a life, you got to be willing to take the consequences that come with it. And the consequences that come with it might be your life. You know what I'm saying? And dudes don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? They in a foreign place. They different. It's the same thing when I first came in. That's the dumb advice dudes was giving me. Hey, man, just chop them down, shoulder, man. You got to chop them down. That's what they was highly chopped down. When I first got locked up, that's what the stabbing the dude was. They don't say stab a dude. They might say hit him. Just hit him up or chop him down. You know? And that's the advice they was giving. Man, you got a life sentence, man. You going to chop them down. And me... being the slow devil that I was as well, I'm thinking that this is the law of the land. This is the law of the land. You understand? So, you know, and the laws of the jungle is bite or be bitten. So I'm gonna bite. You dig? So that also attributed to me, you know what I'm saying, stretching out the time that I went up for parole. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to go up in 12. I went up in 18. See what I'm saying? From bad advice. You see what I'm saying? And thinking that this is how they living in here. This is what you got to do. And see, that's what happened to them youngest. You know what I'm saying? So I can see the play, and that's why I didn't like the play. But it won't nothing I could do about it, because just like I said, in penitentiary, you got to mind your business. You know what I'm saying? And it was this place versus this place, and they have a lot of beefs. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, they get along, but when they have a beef, man, it becomes a here versus here type of thing. And like I told y'all from the beginning, Richmond is deep up in that joint, man. I'm telling you, they deep. And you got some Richmond dudes that sling that blade, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Excalibur. They gonna sling that Bethlehem. And some of them, you know what I'm saying, ain't tripping. They ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? But you got some of them like that from Tidewater too. You know what I'm saying? You got them like that. You got the shorty pimps and the big Garys and all of these dudes from Richmond, the Mark Pieces, and all of these dudes is Richmond dudes. But then on the other hand, you got the Bo Billies, the Spook Dusses, and all of them. They from Tidewater. So you got killers on both sides. It ain't no as if some buts about that. Dudes that done been down, dudes done put their work in, dudes that earn their reputation. So when you got these young people that's coming in and they thinking they got to live up, oh, I'm from Tidewater, I got to carry like this. Oh, I'm from Richmond, I got to carry like this. Now you got to carry like you. You got to carry like you. Because you can mess around and lose your life in there and don't even know it, and it's over in an instant. You know what I'm saying? For one bad move, one misjudgment, one moving too fast or moving too slow. You know, and man, that was a sad situation, man, because them youngest, man, they packed themselves up, man, and dudes was just seeing like they was just waiting around for weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, find out if them dudes even lived or not. You know what I'm saying? And the only word we got to go on is, you know what I'm saying, the police word. Which sometimes they just be lying or just be gossiping just so they could be in good graces with you, so they ain't getting cussed out when they in the booth. So they ain't getting cussed out when they walk the floor. So they feel safe when they walk in the floor. Hey, man, what happened to them two dudes that was up in the cell, man? What they talk about over there in the ministry? Oh, man, I think they, I think they be all right. They might know, they may not know. Because you might have the next one come in on next shift. Man, I heard one of them passed away, but I ain't sure, though. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be just a lot of misinformation in the penitentiary, period. Just like what led to them getting in that situation, because they got misinformation. This is what you need to do with your celly. That ain't exactly what you need to do. You might have to feel your celly out yourself. You know how far you can go with your celly. You know if you need to, involve a weapon. You know this. You know if you can just rumble this dude to get respect. You know if he'll kill. You got to figure that out yourself. Because like I tell you all the time, in the penitentiary, you on your own, man. You on your own. You might got some people around you that know you. You might got some people around you that's going to give you some advice. All that. People from your neighborhood. You got to figure it out yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to go on your instincts. And a lot of times we get locked up. We so young. We ain't got no instincts. We don't have no we not real battle tested, depending on where we come from, our neighborhoods, what we seen, what we was involved in. And a lot of times, like I said, these youngins these days, they not physically capable of just going to war and just, manning up, and they don't know how to do that. So they'll take advice from somebody else, man, and even mess their life up even further. Because I can guarantee you, prayerfully, hopefully, both of them dudes live. But I do know they went out there on stretchers, both of them unconscious, and they had to get on that bird, that helicopter. So it was real serious. But even if both of them survived, and hopefully they did, man, they'd still mess their life up, man, because the administration's so crazy. They both gonna get them type of charges, man. They gonna get malicious wound charges. Malicious wound charges alone carry 20 to life. 20 point of their life. So even though they saved their life, they added on to more time in this environment in the penitentiary, 20 more years at least a piece. So you talking 30, 40 years of their life in the penitentiary. They still have to survive and may encounter more incidents like this. Because now they done already displayed that they'll use the knife. So anybody who got an issue with you and deal with you is going to come at you with some knife play. They ain't coming at you with no fist cuff because they scared they're going to get poked up. They going to come at you with some knife play. You understand me? So, bad situation all the way around the board, man. Two young brothers almost kill each other, man, with bad advice. You know what I'm saying? With bad advice. Almost kill each other because of bad advice, man. So, man, it's just like that on the street, too, man. Pay attention to who you get your advice from, man. Because that advice that they give you could change your life or end your life. For the good or the bad. So, with that being said, man, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm on the road, baby. I'm on the road again. So, I'll be coming to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be patient. Bear with me, man. I ain't moved around this much in my lifetime. But, hey, life is life, and I'm trying to enjoy it. Salute. Appreciate you. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. And hey. Duck them hooks, man. They out there. Peace.
The BANKY special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm going to have something because I'm rich in personality. You know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.